This is Willy Wonka, and he is our very special screamy cat. He spends most of his time these days looking suspicious, or sleeping. It's a rough life being a cat. You know, he looks normal when he's asleep. But Wonka is not really a normal cat. Well, normal most of the time. He does like to sleep in weird places. No offense, little buddy. He is extremely food motivated. Sometimes he will ask politely. Sometimes not so much.
No.
He is a grumpy bum when the world is not to his liking, which is more and more these days. Things like having the lights switched off at night can make him scream. He likes to scream for food. And will continue to scream for 2 hours before dinner, which is why he no longer gets breakfast. When he finally does get food, you can begin to see just how neurologically weird our cat is. His head movements when eating are very exaggerated, almost like a puppet. See, he definitely doesn't look like a normal cat. This is why he's called Wonka. He's not stupid. He can solve problems, but he lacks a degree of dexterity and grace that one comes to expect from normal cats. This is especially obvious next to Trashbag, who is a fairly normal cat. Wonka really throws his head about and makes very big movements. He does make up for his lack of dexterity with abundant enthusiasm. It's easiest to see the difference between the two cats when they're eating. The story of how I came to have Wonka is an interesting one. He was found out bush, part of a feral litter, and was the only kitten in that litter that was dumb or smart enough, depending on your point of view, to be caught and brought into the vet clinic. But he wasn't normal as a kitten, so he couldn't be adopted by the general public, and as such he was going to be put to sleep. The senior vet thought that he had toxoplasma, and so would be dead in a few months anyway. I, as a new grad, thought that he had cerebellar hypoplasia and would live a normal life, if an ungraceful one. So I had to prove it, and I had to take him home. So far, looks like I'm right. These days I'm not completely sure on the cerebellar hypoplasia, and I do kind of wonder about bilateral vestibular syndrome, because he's also deaf and Wonka has no sense of balance. He used to fall off the couch cushions as a kitten, but I don't have a spare MRI scan lying around to figure it out. The difference between the two cats' dexterity is well demonstrated in this clip. Wonka drops it. And Trash can eat it off his paw. Wonka and Trashbag don't always get along. Trash is still a little kitten and too fast for Wonka's reduced reflexes to deal with some days. And Wonka only has a limited amount of patience. but most of the time they get along well enough to settle into serenity. We love both our boys.